Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to, I think it's now day 5 of my trip through the Canary Islands. I am currently in Fuerteventura, and I am right now on my way to catch the ferry from Fuerteventura to Lanzarote this morning. It's about 7:45 here. So that's what we're doing today. We're crossing over to Lanzarote to see a little bit of that island as well for a couple days. Right way, yeah. Ah, what a morning. Oh, I'm first. Shocker. Don't want to risk getting late. So we are here an hour early. It's not necessarily getting late, it's the fact that I know that I can very easily mess things up or ride wrong or stuff can happen, so I'd rather have much more time, too much time, than too little, because I hate being stressed. Just like last time, boarding the ferry is very much straightforward. And after barely 20 minutes, you can disembark and roll ashore on the 4th largest of the Canary Islands. It's about 846 square kilometers and home to roughly 170,000 people. They call it the island of 1,000 volcanoes, and for good reason. There are nearly 300 volcanic cones scattered across this terrain, much of it shaped by the massive eruption in the 1700s. This is Lanzarote. As we start today's ride, there's a specific detail I want you to look out for in the next couple episodes: the architecture. Thanks to the influence of local artist and activist César Manrique, Lanzarote has completely avoided the high-rise buildings found elsewhere. Everything on this island is built low and painted white with green or blue shutters, creating a beautiful, clean contrast against the dark volcanic soil. I think these are salt plains. Plains. How do you say it? I think they create salt here. This is Salinas de Janubio, the largest salt flats in the Canary Islands. Salt used to be the backbone of the local economy and vital for the fishing fleets who used it to preserve their catch during long expeditions to the Saharan coast. All the different colors of the pans are caused by a specific type of microalgae and bacteria that thrives in high salt concentrations. A short ride later and I'm in El Golfo, a fishing village sitting on the edge of a collapsed volcano. Its closest neighbor is the Charco de los Clicos, or the Green Lagoon, a pool of neon green water trapped right on the shoreline. The name Clicos comes from a small shellfish that used to be a local delicacy before it vanished from these waters years ago, and the color of the water is yet again caused by algae. Next up is Timanfaya National Park, also known as the Montañas del Fuego, Mountains of Fire. This might be the most famous landscape on the island, and for good reason. The eruptions that created this place lasted for 6 straight years, burying nearly a quarter of the island under a sea of lava and volcanic ash. This is just so bizarre, so fascinating. All these different lava stones and the occasional green spot here and there. Absolutely fascinating. Alright, now that we are here, I want to head up to... There's a beach here, and I think this stretch should be pretty cool. And then maybe we can find an ice cream here at the beach. Right. That was nice with a proper stop with a good lunch and just enjoying the views a little bit. I have one more stop planned for today. It's a viewpoint over the islands over there, which I think is considered the 8th Canary Island, if I'm not mistaken. So that's about 40 minutes to go there. We'll probably spend a little more time than that if there's good views along the way, which I suspect it's going to be. But yeah, that's our plan for now. Let's go to that viewpoint. Holy shit. Oh my god. That is wild. Look at this.
The last stop for today is Mirador del Rio. Sitting nearly 500 meters above the sea, it offers a perfect view to La Graciosa. For a long time, this island was considered just a minor neighbor to Lanzarote, but since 2018, it's been officially recognized as the 8th Canary Island. It's also the smallest one, at 29 square kilometers with about 700 residents. The viewpoint itself is another creation of César Manrique, and true to his style, he designed the structure to be almost invisible from the outside, camouflaging it with the volcanic rock so it blends perfectly into the cliffs.
Right, that was it for Mirador Rio. It's time to head back to Teguise, where I'm staying this evening. Oh, the raindrop is doing funny stuff on the screen here. So I'll see you there about now. And here we are. Have a look. Ta-da! Dome with an amazing view just in time for the sunset. Holy smokes! Look at this. What a cozy place this is. The sounds reminds me of sleeping in a tent. You know, you can hear the rain drizzle on the plastic roof here, and the wind is kind of ruffling the sides a little bit. It's nice. What a day, yet again. New island, new impressions. It's so different from anything I've ever ridden before. Like, it reminds me a little bit of Iceland. There's some part that reminds me a little bit of New Zealand. There's elements, but to have a whole island, two whole islands that is basically sand and stone and very little vegetation whatsoever, it's so bizarre. And how many shapes and colors sand and stone actually can have. It's yeah, absolutely fascinating. I love it. Yeah, no, I don't know what to say. Even despite the rain and the wind, like I said a million times, I feel like it adds to the experience a little bit. I kind of hope that I would get a night here like free of clouds so that I can see the stars, because the Canary Islands has some of the best star night sky in the world because there's so little light pollution out here. But hopefully at some point during the next couple weeks there will be a night with no clouds so we can have a look at the stars. That would be nice. Tomorrow I'm gonna sleep in a little bit, and then I have another full day here in Lanzarote. I have a couple plans already that I think can be pretty cool, including good views and other activities. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm done. See you tomorrow.